No, here, let's test the microphone. How does the microphone sound when I'm outside? I know the wind has got to be fierce. So there's also a lot of traffic because there is a main road behind my house. What up, I shot? I can't see shit. There it goes. What up, buddy? What's going on, man? We're trying something new. I got the laptop outside. We're working on the garden because it's 75 degrees outside today. We're getting the ground prepped. Working on putting up the outer perimeter to keep the dogs from getting into the garden. So I hope you guys can hear me all right. You really don't hear the wind? Nice. Hell yeah. That's actually good to know. Because I don't know the quality of the built-in microphone. I know the camera for this laptop's kind of shit. But, you know, like a 10 cam still kick. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's not going to be perfect because I'm using the built-in mic. It sucks. Sorry, sirens going by. If you guys are ever, like, actually curious about, like, how close I live to a main road, it's right freaking there. Like, that's behind my house. That's a strip mall and a main road. Story of my life, y'all. Story of my life. So yeah, we're. I was like, you know what? I gotta get outside and get out from behind the computer for a little bit, and do some work outside, get everything prepped for the season. So I figured, why not? I've been talking about doing it, so I figured let's do it. Grab the laptop, fired it up, coming on out. We can do a short little stream about like what I do outside. So yeah, as long as the wind isn't too gnarly, I guess I'll just leave the microphone off. We do have a big yard. Yeah. The backyard is nowhere near as big as the front yard. So here, I'll give you guys a little tour real quick. So, because everybody only ever really sees the inside in my gaming space. So, yeah, I live in Kansas City. This is Kansas City. It's very noisy, very stinky. So we've got, it's our backyard, it's our driveway. Here's the back of my house. I'm not going to show my vehicles for, you know, security purposes. I mean, I'll show them, but I won't show the plate. That's the back of my house. We got a nice little back porch right there. It's got a fire pit right over here. Some furniture and everything. We got the grill out there. We got the herb garden that's mounted up there in front of the grill. That's our driveway gate. And this is kind of like my utility corner. This is where I do all the gardening and everything. Got the compost pile right over my shoulder. All natural compost. That's 3 years in the making right there. All decomposed. I turn it regularly. Obviously, main road. There's the city. Very, very busy. Big yard, big hill. Fire pit right there. Got our burn wood here. All this stuff that falls from our trees, we can burn. Yeah, it's nice and big. And of course, yeah, my father's vehicle, my car, and my garage with all my tools in it. The hill goes down probably a good 30 feet to my neighbor's yard. And our front yard is twice the size of this yard. So, yeah, it's a nice yard to let our dogs out and let them run. Plenty of room for the dogs to run. Which, I mean, I guess I could bring the dogs out. You guys can see the dogs in their natural habitat. One sec. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So I just let the dogs out. They're probably going to be in camera a little bit. Leia and Cora. Leia's coming up over here on my left. She's a nice little chunker. Here's Leia. Right here. This is Leia. Here comes, that's Cora. Cora's the puppy. She's super high strung. All right, go play. Go play. But I'm gonna get back to doing this. So right now right now I'm just doing the math, trying to figure out which panels I had where last year. Because I have a gate on one of the panels that allows me to get in and out, but it keeps the dogs from being able to get in and out unless I, tell them to. But now right now we're just trying to map it out. I'm not going as big as I did last year with my garden. Cora, they're barking at the people that are working in the businesses behind my house. So trying to teach her to leave them alone because they mean no harm. But she's a guard dog, shepherd mix. But yeah, I thought about going live a little bit earlier to show how I plowed the ground. I just did a surface turn on my garden just to get the top layer all broken up. I've got to do some work to my cultivator because it keeps bogging down whenever I get too deep into the dirt. So, but if you're ever curious, I'm old school. That, my friends, is an old hand plow. I got that from my grandparents, and that is how I turn the dirt in my garden. So it's a lot of physical labor, just getting the ground turned. Cora, come here. Come here, girl. Come here. She's like, I don't know what to do. And both dogs, of course, when I call Cora, Leia comes. And there's Cora. Come here, girl. Come here. Stars of the show. Good girl. Alright, anyway, so I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to start putting some panels in. I'm going to put them inside, and then we're going to get back to it. But I hope everybody's having a great Monday. It is a beautiful, beautiful fucking day out. Come on back. Let's get back to it, shall we? Now I've got to figure out how far over I can actually stand this one panel without it covering the door. Otherwise, I won't be able to get in and out of my garden. don't know how I managed to do it, but somehow, without even measuring, all of my measurements just come out on point. Like, I love it. Perfect. Might be loud. In case you ever decide to try and do this for yourself, and you don't actually have like baling wire or fencing wire, you can go to your local hardware store, gardening store, whatever, and pick yourself up some of these. These are actually weed mat stakes that you use in your flower beds. You just pick up some of these little metal weed mat stakes, and they work perfect for keeping square fence paneling tied right to your fence posts. Redneck ingenuity at its finest when you got what you need. Just make sure you bend them all nice and straight and keep them inside so they don't get fucked up by the rust. Inside. Inside and like. And just like that, fence panel goes up. We've already got one whole side done. The only thing left that I would have to do after putting these panels up, I have chicken wire fencing that I put all the way around the base to keep the smaller rodents from getting right through. The chicken wire goes halfway up these fence panels. And then I might stream myself putting that stuff up. That stuff takes a while. It could be an entire stream of just putting chicken wire on. I sit on this side because I feel like the wind is hammering that microphone. And then when the time comes, I've got a genius way of actually covering the top of the garden. If you got any old tents laying around, the actual posts that you use to prop up your tent and support it, all the bracing and everything, the elastic stick together parts of the poles, use those to wedge them up I'm using my wedge them up in like the crevice of the boards up here and bend them over, and then I tie them off at the top edge of these fence. Take some netting, shadow cloth or whatever, drape it right over the top, and just use some twisty ties. Secure that stuff down. Makes for a perfect cover to your garden. I build my garden like Fort Knox because we have a lot of squirrels and a lot of birds here that love to just destroy everything. Last year it destroyed my corn crop, and I was super mad. Super mad. So my phone's going off. Oh, you sent me pictures, Sarah Bear? Oh, there's some legit plants. I'm liking them. Everything's coming in nice. Y'all, Sarah Bear's ahead of the game. I don't know if y'all can see that. Probably not. Probably not. There we go. Sarah Bear's ahead of the game. She's got her growth going in. I'm jealous. Give the squirrels. They won corn this year. Yeah. Yeah, the squirrels up here are ruthless. They destroy everything. Like, literally, my entire corn crop last year, gone. All of it. I had like 18 plants of corn, each one yielding at least 4 or 5 years of corn. All of it just toast. Toast. So, anyway, we got 2 panels up. And now we're going to have a very awkwardly shaped garden because that panel on the far side that you see over there toward the pallets is actually shorter, so this wall here is going to angle inward, which is fine. I don't really care. I just have a space to block it off and keep the squirrels and everything from getting in there. They like to bury their nuts in the garden bed because the soil is better than the clay dirt we have. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, the dirt that I have is very clayey. It's very tough, especially in our front yard. Like, our trees are absolutely massive. This tree that's right next to us right here, that tree right there is 12 foot in diameter, or in circumference. Sorry, I say diameter, that's across. Circumference, so it's 12 feet around. The one behind me over here, behind the computer, that one is, I believe, 9 feet around. And we have a big old friggin' oak tree in the front that is 14 feet in circumference. It is a big son of a bitch. And then we have a sweet gumball tree that's just absolutely annoying. We have red clay and rocks in our dirt. Yeah, we've ours is rocks galore. And I swear it's because the way they built this lot, it's on a corner lot, but it's at the top of a hill, so everything like steps down like as you go down the street. So it's like they piled rocks and then grew everything up on top of it. But like behind my house, like behind me, right here, that's actually like a 25-foot drop straight down to a parking lot. There's a big old concrete retaining wall right there. Chain link on the other side of that privacy fence. Privacy fence went up because they have spotlights on the back of the buildings for the back alleyway that just absolutely light up this whole area. And when you're trying to sleep at night, it gets very annoying. So, yeah. By the way, Sarah Bear, if you could, while you're here, if you could go ahead and give yourself a shout out and give Mr. I Shot First a shout out. He was up there and I saw him pop in. Both Sarah Bear here and iShot are good friends and wonderful streamers. They're fantastic human beings, so please go check them out, show them some love, drop them a follow if you're lurking and you don't know them already. They're wonderful people. Wonderful people. So hammering those stakes in really takes the energy out of you. Say that. So, alright, I'm gonna go back to it. We may only just try and get this outer fence put up, and then I'll probably end it, but we'll go for as long as we can. Primo. That's my friend. How you get it? One post left. You can make your garden gate with chicken wire and scrap wood. Hell yeah, yeah. Also have the hinge and latch stuff all ready for it. Nice. Yeah, that's So I got the pallets over there too. I It would take a lot of work to really do it, but in the long run, once I need to actually grade this space, I need to really get a decent tiller and till up the ground at least, a good 6 to 12 inches, and really make sure it's turned up. And then once I do that, I'm hoping that it'll level out the ground some, and then I can use those pallets over there. I want to cut them up into smaller section boards, and then I'm gonna do like a clapboard bottom along of the entire garden all the way around, and then on the outside, and this is when I'm looking at making a more permanent fixture of a garden, something I don't have to take down all the time. I just take this one down, one, because it's easy, and two, because if I don't, then I'm gonna have a mess of leaves to fight with through the fall. Because let me tell you, when the leaves fall here, they fall. I mean, you'll get 2 to 3 foot deep of leaves from how big these trees are. So that's why this garden comes down regularly. But I want to make it more permanent, so like when it's in place and I have the wooden bottoms around the entire outside of it, I want to make them into like little 6 to 8 inch wide raised garden beds, about 1.5 feet off the ground, and plant flowers all the way around the outside of it. Then, like I said, it'll be more of a permanent fixture of a garden than temporary. So it'll look nice. It'll look nice when it's actually done. But for now, this is what we do. This is what we deal with. And yeah, that wind is actually so strong, it's causing this chair to blow around. This is a metal chair that this computer is sitting on right now. So it's fairly heavy. So that lets you know how hard the wind is actually blowing. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this post put in, and then I'll check back on chat here in just a second. Yeah, we are winning today. Can't wait to grow flowers this year. From what I'm seeing in the Farmer's Almanac, is that it's supposed to be a very, very, very good year for moisture. So, if you have any moisture-heavy plants, springtime and early summer are they're going to thrive. So, we got a lot of moisture up here this winter, so that doesn't surprise me. Like this is actually possibly the best I've seen the quality of my yard as far as the soil goes, which is telling me like I missed the cue to actually put grass seed down this winter, so I'm gonna have to do it late. I'm getting a late seed in, so but I've been trying to get some damaged areas of my yard to grow back, and let me tell you, that's a pain in the ass when you have big ass trees that just suck up all the water in the ground. So anyway. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And there you have it. There's the fenced in portion of our garden. It's that easy. Just some old cattle pen fencing right here. The square panel one. Square panel fencing, which I got from my grandparents before they passed away. After they passed away. Actually used to be the dog kennel for the old bird dog. And so yeah, that fence paneling has been around for a while. Finding new uses for it every day. I always try to reuse, repurpose, recycle as much as I can to eliminate my carbon footprint. That's for everything. So, old plank pallets, old fence panels, like the little raised garden bed that you see back there on the ground, right about there. It is actually made from old fence panels that blew off of this privacy fence. I just cut them down, made myself a little raised garden bed, and that's where my cucumbers are gonna go. So, I've also got a couple of raspberry bushes behind me that you can't see. And I planted some gooseberry bushes right next to them, but I don't think they're gonna be coming in this year. That winter was pretty damn brutal. I think it killed them off, but oh well. It just means I can find a better spot to plant them when I get some new ones. And yeah. So now my next step for the garden is I will be getting the chicken wire. And I need to make sure before I even start on that I have plenty of tie-offs for the chicken wire. Oh, sorry. This squatting is killing me. I'm going to have to figure out a new setup. If I'm planning to do anything more like this where I'm outside, I've got to find a new setup for this. Squatting's killing me. That's how you know you're getting old, so you can start feeling your body fight back. Sucks. But anyway, back on track. ADHD brain. I'm going to have to go through, I got to clean out some space in my garage, get it ready for gardening season, because I've got soil to prep. I've got a small load of manure mixed compost soil that's coming from one of my parents' coworkers. They have a bunch of cows, and I used that stuff in the dirt last year, and it made everything explode. Let me just tell you. I mean, I even put it in my potted plants. Everything, just loved it. So if you need rich fertilizer, go hit up your local farmers, and even if you need fresh eggs, I know egg prices right now are through the fucking roof. We all are feeling it. But any veggies, fruits, anything like that, fresh produce, buy small, buy local. Go to your local farms, even if you got to knock on doors and just say, hey, what kind of crops are you growing? Do you happen to have any, what out here, what we like to call throwaway? Is stuff that they don't deem quality enough to ship to like local stores or ship to manufacturers or anything like that. And most of that stuff is stuff they either keep for themselves or they're, it's not up to par enough, but they'll still eat it. Go talk to people, find out if they've got any throwaway crop. You can get fresh food that way. But even if they don't and you have to buy from them, I can almost guarantee you it's going to be way better quality than if you were going to go to the store and buy your ingredients that way. Even if you got to pay a little more, but your quality is going to be better. It's going to last you longer, and you're going to feel healthier too. You're not going to have all that steroid pump shit going into your system. But like eggs too, go to your local farmers markets and stuff like that. People that got chickens, just ask them how much for a dozen eggs. I know my family, I need to get more pallets because I'm gonna have to build a chicken coop because I think we're planning to get some chickens so we don't have to worry about eggs. We can have 6 here in the city, so that's on the list of things that we're going to do. But yeah, I got a little bit more planning and some more cleanup stuff and, material gathering that I need to do to continue putting this project up. But this is the start of it. This is This is how I garden in the city, farm in the city, per se. And I think as long as all this is working correctly, I may do more of these. You know, hell, I may do ones where bring you along with me while I mow the yard and stuff like that. So, but see, even as an agoraphobic, everyone's like, "Oh, so you don't leave your house?" No, I leave. I go outside. I spend a lot of time outside. I just don't go far from my house. Otherwise, I have seizure-inducing panic attacks. That sucks. That's why I smoke weed. But yeah. Anyway, probably go live here after a little while with some games. Might do some more American Truck Sim. Might change it up, do a little farm sim. And who knows? Who knows what the evening will bring? But yeah, for now, I'm gonna end out. I'm gonna go in and work in the garage and get it cleaned up. Start sorting through all my materials and tools, and make sure I have everything I need. Make a list of what I need, and start placing some orders to get some real work done. So let's see here who we've got online. I need to pull stuff up here. So bear with me. If you liked everything you saw today, please, if you're not following already, please do follow. No, stop it, Microsoft. We don't want you. Let's see here. Who we got that's live? We can go say hi to after this short little stream that we just did. I know that's probably loud. Y'all hear me hitting the button and everything. I'm so sorry. Like I said, this is all a work in progress, so we'll figure out how to do it. Looks like Fluffy is live, so we're gonna go say what's up to him. So if you're not subbed, copy paste that raid message. If you are subbed, copy paste that raid message. And when you get over there, spam them up in his chat, show them all the love. But yeah, till next time, guys, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, name it after me. Keep tuned for more streams like this if it interests you. And yeah, I'll either be back later today or maybe tomorrow. So I'm just kind of waiting for my computer to load. I'm all on Wi-Fi here, so everything runs so much slower. That's my hard lining is so nice.